Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of this video, it's not a very happy and cheerful thing we wanted to talk about, but I kind of just wanted to, put the story out there about how I struggle with OCD, hoping that it will help someone that thinks that they may have OCD, or someone they know that might have OCD, or someone that does have OCD. I'm going to explain a little bit about what OCD is and obviously what it stands for. So obviously when people say the word OCD, they instantly think that it's about, washing your hands or keeping your room tidy or, checking things numerous times. But really OCD is actually more complex than you think. But before I start talking about my story, I just want to remind you to please click like and subscribe and turn on your notifications, as I will be uploading a part 2 of this video. Anyway, let's get straight into this video. So I'm going to talk about my struggle with OCD and how it all started. So about 4 years ago, I started to have really horrible and disturbed and intrusive thoughts. And these were actually towards my loved ones. My mum and dad, unfortunately. It wasn't a nice feeling. It was not a nice thing to go through. I started to think in my head, how could I think like this? Why? You just kind of didn't know why you were having these thoughts. It's a very hard thing to, to come out with, to tell somebody you're having intrusive thoughts about this kind of things. So, for the first wee while, I did really kind of I kept it inside me. I kind of bottled it all up. And then I started to get to the point where I was like, this is really not healthy. I need to seek help, because I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. I just felt really unhappy. And I had a wee bit of depression as well. So I decided to go and seek help with somebody that I know that's actually a psychologist. And it was really, really hard to come out with something like this, about the thoughts I was having. So it took me some time to kind of be honest with her and explain to her the thoughts I was having. So I finally, told her everything that was going on, the intrusive thoughts that I was going through. And I felt like, actually just talking to her and explaining to her what was going on, actually, how it makes you feel, it made me feel a little bit better. So obviously after talking about it and explaining to her, she said to me, I think you might actually be suffering from OCD called primary OCD. It's, as I said at the start of the video, about, intrusive thoughts. And, this, I became actually very, I felt relieved. You don't feel crazy relieved and oh yeah, this is all done, You've got to think about the next steps of, of being able to cope with it. So really managing it, I, learnt the strategies on how to cope with it and how to deal with it when these thoughts came into my head. It's not something that will go away, you kind of always suffer from OCD. I've learnt to deal with it and control it, but obviously you always worry about when it's going to next come back and go into your brain again and get in there, and you kind of just think, because I've been through that, seek reassurance, got the help that I needed, even did CBT as well, which is a cognitive therapy behaviour, and it was it's really effective as well. But obviously I still later on got these thoughts again, and now I'm on medication actually. Medication can help, but as I said, CBT is also very, very effective as well. It's just a thing that, it's just a condition that somebody suffers from. You should never be ashamed of it, because at the end of the day, you cannot help having this OCD mental illness. You can't. And the way I feel about it now is really just kind of I've learned to cope with it, and I guess that you just got to get on with life. Don't just because you've got OCD, don't put yourself down in life. Just carry on living it and managing it the way you've taught yourself to manage it. But yeah, basically the plans for my future is I will obviously eventually I would like to come off my medication, because I don't want to be living on medication for the rest of my life. But obviously if I do, then that's fine. I'm not ashamed of it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I really hope that it will be able to help other people out there struggling from OCD. And please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and turn on your notifications, as I will be posting a part 2 of this video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye!